ladies, Katie here at Em3 Strength and Conditioning doing our strong and sexy dumbbell leg workout program. So today we're focusing on the legs and glutes, getting that tone, that length, a little bit more shape. Nothing sexier than a nice pair of legs, right? That's what you stick out when you go hitchhiking. So you need them just in case. So we're gonna start with a warm up because you don't wanna work out cold. So you're just gonna start air squatting, 25 squats. Do this 5 times, taking about 15 to 20 seconds rest in between each set. All right, and then remember that you want to keep that squat position with both feet planted, pushing those hips back and bending the knees, keeping that back straight. There should be a straight line from your shoulders to your hips, keeping that chest up. All right, so we're gonna pause this and you're gonna go ahead and do that warm up, and then we'll see you at the next exercise. All right, ladies, now that you're all warmed up, we're gonna move on to our first exercise, which is the goblet squat. So for this entire workout, you wanna use a heavier weight because that's what it takes in order to build those muscles to get the shapely legs. So we're gonna go on over to Penny and watch her as she's doing her goblet squat. So once again, her feet are just outside the shoulder width apart, firmly planted, and she is bringing those hips down, shooting them back, and then bending the knees as she's squatting, keeping that dumbbell up in front of her. So the point of holding this goblet squat is that you're working your quad muscles right here, getting that shape, and then also the rest of your leg muscles with that squat movement. Remember to exhale as you're coming up from the squat. Inhale as you're coming down. And since this is a heavier exercise, we're gonna be doing this for 3 sets for 6 to 8 reps. All right, go ahead, pause this video, get the work done, and we'll see you for the next exercise. Nice job. We're gonna move on to exercise 2 right away, which is just a dumbbell squat. So we're gonna go right over to Penny so you can see where all your contact points are. So just like the goblet squat, her feet are in the same position. She's doing that same movement, making sure that she's keeping that pelvis in line with her spine as she's coming down. She's keeping the dumbbells up at her shoulders, all right? And this just helps with balance, it helps with bracing your core and with working those leg muscles. She's breathing in as she's going down, exhaling as she's coming back up. So remember, you want to do this for 3 sets for 6 to 8 reps. All right, so go ahead, get the work done. See you in the next exercise. Nice work, ladies. All right, moving on to exercise 3, which is those alternating front lunges. Now, I know that this weight is going to feel heavy after the first couple sets, but trust me, this is one of the most effective exercises that you can do for your glutes and your legs. So let's go on over to Penny. So Penny is stepping forward into that lunge, keeping the dumbbells at her side. So as she's coming forward, her knee is meeting at that right angle with her thigh, creating that L shape right there. Her foot is coming forward and planting itself into the ground so that the muscles in her quads are what's tensing and doing the work to push herself back up into a standing position. Her back leg is bending forward with it so that her knee is almost coming down to touch the ground as she's extending that front leg forward. All right, and she's coming up on those toes as well. All right, and remember to keep your chest up. Inhale and exhale throughout the exercise. You don't want to tense up and you don't want to hold your breath. All right, so perform this exercise for 3 sets for 8 to 10 reps, and we'll see you at the next one. All right, we're moving on to our Lunge Fusion movement. All right, so this one, once again, is going to be a little bit difficult, but we're working all of our leg muscles here. So you're starting off with using that one leg to come forward into a forward lunge, push it back up, Bringing your weight into a side squat, bringing that weight center, and then reverse lunge back, bringing that back leg almost to the ground into a right angle. And you're going to keep those dumbbells at your side as you're doing it. Inhaling as you're coming up from the exercise, and then exhaling as you're going into the next movement. So you're going to want to do this for 2 sets for 8 to 10 reps, remembering to keep that weight moving from one foot to another because you don't ever want to be off balance, especially doing those side lunges. All right, we're moving on to our last exercise in the next video, so pause, go through the motions, and we'll see you next. All right, ladies, last exercise, which is our step ups. So what you want to do is grab a bench or a platform, your deck, the stairs, and it sounds real simple, but I promise it's hard work. You're going to be stepping up one leg at a time, coming into a standing position on whatever platform you're using, keeping those dumbbells at your side. You're inhaling as you're coming up and exhaling as you're coming back down. And you should be taking even turns on each foot so that each leg is getting the same amount of exercise. Don't want one leg bigger than the other. All right, remember that with these step-ups, the level of difficulty will vary, not just because of the weights that you're using, but also the platform that you're stepping up on. So if you're using stairs because you don't have anywhere else to step, you're gonna be having a little bit more of a lunge into it as you're coming up. It also depends on how high that ledge is. So the higher it is, the more work it is. And remember that if those dumbbells are a little bit too heavy or too much to do right now, you can just do them without weight. It's just as difficult, I promise. Even though we're at the end of our workout, remember to stay strong, stay consistent, and keep killing it every time, all right? If you keep pushing through, I promise that the results are going to come. All right, this is Katie from Em3’s Strength and Conditioning, strong and sexy. See you at the next video.